Welcome to our video on the master number 111 and 1111, Archangel Metatron, and the Sephira of Keter. Thank you for joining us. I'm Pastor Rosemary, the Astrology Angel, and this is a Readings by Rosemary angelic transmission. Watching this video is an act of magic because it's your willpower. Therefore, be aware that if you read the document associated or you watch this video, you are doing a powerful act of magic to improve and heal your life. Archangel Metatron is the archangel found in the Sephira of Keter on the Kabbalistic tree. He is associated with Keter, which is the number 1. And the number 1, of course, is the beginning of the tier of master numbers, being the first tier of 111 and 1111. 1 is the Father. 1 is the number of God, for God's permutation is 1. 1 is a loner, but 1 is a winner, and 1 is triumphant, creative, and victorious. 1 is appearances and self. 1 is associated with the first house of self and appearances in astrology, and associated with the head and the crown chakra, and the color white, and the white emanations of white light that comes from the Sephira of Keter. Now, 1 is also a loner, but 1 is creative, triumphant, and a winner. Now, 1 enjoys being alone, and 1 enjoys being very creative and beginning creative projects for all the tiers beneath. Keter is associated again with the Archangel Metatron, who's from Enoch. Now, Enoch was Metatron's name before he became an angel and before God took him to heaven. It is said in the book of Hebrews that Enoch did not die. Read Genesis chapter 5, verse 24 to find how God took Enoch to heaven. And you will find that in Genesis 5 is the list of patriarchs, for beginning with Enoch and his father Jared. So it begins with Adam, but the 6th patriarch, the antediluvian patriarchs, you have the 6th being Jared and the 7th being Enoch, who became Metatron. So you see the genealogy. Now, don't get this mixed up with the lineage of Cain in Genesis chapter 4, for that's a different lineage. So this is the lineage in chapter 5. Metatron is an angel whose name ends with the word tron, which has it's more of an angelic construct of Hashem. And it is not something that is begotten, it is something that is made. So this gives you the impression that unlike Michael and Gabriel and other angelic beings who were begotten, this is a made being. So it gives the impression that God made a body for Metatron and made a body that Enoch could then put his consciousness or spirit into. This is the glorified body that the Christians so look forward to in the Messianic era at the return of Jesus Christ. So Metatron gives you an idea of what these angelic bodies will be like. Remember, Metatron was the first of these types of angelic beings. Now, the number 111 is associated with the 3 pillars on the tree of life in Kabbalah. You have the pillar of severity, the pillar of mercy, and the middle pillar. And the numbers 1111 have to do with having the pillars of Yaakov and Boaz, or the merciful and the severe pillar, coming into place. So you have the first time when you have something being separated from something else, the hint of it. It's the first point in space in the first Sephira of Keter that then becomes a line in the Sephira of Chokmah. It's the first time that you have the bringing in of a 2-dimensional form, because you have Metatron's cube with 13 circles and 78 intersecting lines, creating Metatron's cube. So this number 1 and 111 and 1111 are a very high frequency. The number 1111 and 111, these represent the master numbers and the type of master numbers that, again, are the first tier, but the most sublime of all the master numbers which come after it, found on the Tree of Life. Please stay tuned, because we're going to be going over each Sephira and each master number tier, and we're also going to go through the archangels associated with each of these. Information found in this video and in the document associated with it is from the oral tradition known as Kabbalah, taught to me by a Rosicrucian clergy when I was but a young girl, the facts of which I have committed to memory. Thank you for joining us, and please join us again.